So I recorded my entire video on my SD card, and my PC just won't recognize this. I don't know why. Mercury retrograde, yes, I get it. It's never done this. Like, I just keep putting it in the thing. It's working, it's on. Even the Windows device manager recognizes it. Anyway, let's start with our monthly horoscope, right? So get ready. Hey, stop cooking. Stop cooking. I'm here now. I'm speaking. Okay. Flush the toilet, wash your hands, just get out of the bathroom. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Okay. Yes, you can have your tea. So, Aries. Okay. And before you get started, I just want to let you guys know that I removed my Jupiter reading because many were asking about it. I'm like, I was bored with it. I'm bored with doing Jupiter over and over. So now I've changed it to Saturn. So now I've got that Saturn reading available where we go deep into Saturn. Okay. And of course, I've uploaded more videos on my wristwatch and wealth course. So you can see some, like, a lot of examples, a lot of real-time examples, of people and their watches, and how just, watches are there by a million. This is why only a very, very few work and make changes. So Aries, for you, and hopefully you saw my last month's horoscope. So you can see the replies there. So by October 17th, I want you guys to come back and comment on this video. Simple as that. So from the first video, you know the type of horoscope now I do for months. I don't use sun transit or moon transit. Okay. So for Aries, first of all, you'll be extremely energetic and will have a burst of energy to do something, but then it slows down. Like, suddenly you want to play sports, you want to join the gym, you want to do Pilates, you want to do something. You will do that, but then the energy goes down and then it comes back up again. It's not like consistent. It's going to go up like, whoa, yeah, I did it. And then, but in a week, you just don't want to go. 2 weeks, you don't want to go. Then you want to go again. Younger brother will return and come and see you and or contact you after a long time. And especially your younger brother will be sharing something emotional with you over the phone. Okay. Scratches on hands. Scratches and rashes on hands, either by pets or just, especially if you don't have pets, it'll be like you scratching your door on your car, or you will knock this side with some wall. Okay. And this will really happen when you're either entering or exiting the door. And then younger brother will have a tussle with you as well. A natural interest in doing physical things will happen. You will also have interest in watching, or will end up watching, martial arts action movies. Especially you will love watching things with conflicts, reality TV shows, right? You want to see people who get into conflicts. You will put either a copper, gold, or some fiery device or element in south or northwest direction of the home, or somebody else in your family will. Rash due to mosquitoes will happen on the hands, or like mosquito bite or some insect bite. And then your spouse may buy a watch or machine to keep track of something, like watches for keeping track of time, but they'll do something for keeping track. Now, Taurus, you will become aggressive about investments and will put money in an investment. Okay. And this will not be out of like some investigation or something. It'll be just spur of the moment intuition, and especially connected with FOMO. Like, I want to do something. Let's go. I want my finances to move. You will eat a lot of spicy or hot food, and even if you haven't eaten in a long time. Spouse will take control of the bank account. For some reason, they will want to know what is happening in the bank. They're going to want to go to the bank. Your spouse will also learn a new technical skills if you are married. You will receive letters from bank about lack of funds. Sometimes, you have negative funds, even though your other bank account will transfer it, but you will receive some form of a letter related to that. And also, if you're married, some argument with in-laws, somebody within the in-law will happen due to food, especially if you're living in a type of cultural environment where joint families are present. Then Gemini ascendant. You will make headless decisions about your health. You will bring health issues upon yourself by engaging into battle with those who do not care for you. Meaning you'll create health issues by thinking about or talking about or discussing about people who may have harmed you. Like somebody 5 years ago did something or something, and you'll bring more negativity in your body, which will create health issues. You get support of either elder brother or best friend regarding your work during this time. Spouse will complain about her health to you and will cry. Mother will cut herself while in the kitchen cooking, or especially will have some form of like a burn in the hand. Father will feel exhausted and overwhelmed, and will also get angry with you, maybe especially because of your child or your education. If you fly, you will either fight or argue with an air hostess or like flight attendant or a co-passenger. So watch out and don't do that, because nowadays everybody has cameras, and within 1 second, your entire life is ruined. Okay, so just stay calm. Cancer. You want to escape your work and desire to write, or you desire to think about ideas by taking a road trip. You want to, like, you feel like you want to clear your mind to get this idea going that you haven't been able to because of work. You begin to become aggressive about investments. Sudden donations to mother or mother-like figure will take place. And spending money on communication devices, media devices, and any kind of like communication device, you'll have to spend money. Children will visit doctor or dentist. You connect with long lost friends from past who would be like motherly figures and who would be like teachers to you. You will have scratches or marks on your hands due to pets or animals if you have them. You will pay off some debt this month, like completely. Your husband might buy some luxury electronics, which doesn't really have any, doesn't have a strong need, rather than a strong want, like creating a need of something. If you do not spend money on something, the natural expenses will come in. So if, let's say, you're feeling like this month, okay, I'm just gonna save. I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to do this. I just need to save. You will notice when you save, then you become too stingy. Some expense comes in and takes that away. So you have to keep that balance of spending money as a Cancer ascendant. Leo, elder brother and younger brother will fight due to either marriage or paternal uncle, or they just some argument, or can happen, and which can then take a whole new level. Spouse will become very attentive and aggressive with children related to either sports or their mathematics. If you're single, your entire focus is either now going to be finding a mate, or at least wanting to have a strong sexual encounter, because the sexual drive will be very strong for Leo ascendant. Your mother will have a heated disputes with her own in-law side. You will have an electronic, no, I'm sorry. You will have an electrician come to repair something in the kitchen. Brother or husband will go to their friend's place on, well, they will go to a friend place. There will be some argument or fight, and it'll be in some place where there's a lot of greenery. Your children will make either new friends, or if you're old enough, then your children will make romantic partners during this month. Will meet a lot of potential partners. Father will deal with some type of injury to hand or rash in the hands. Virgo. Surprise communication from bosses and authorities will bring improvement in your life and career. There'll be praises, sudden praises coming from them. Your younger sibling will get a job during this month if they're looking for a job. You will have 2 to 3 options at work to deal with in your profession. 2-3 different projects will come about. If you're a female, then husband will talk about either constructing a house, wanting to build a house, and also at the same time wanting to fix something in the house. You will also hear some controversy or conspiracy about bosses at work. You will become very aggressive with your tone of voice at work when you are around a large group of people because of your overwhelming confidence. There's nothing good or bad about that. It just, you become very, not a pushover, just very loud with your voice because you're like wanting to make a point. Father will especially invest his money or would want to invest money in stocks related to either manufacturing, aerospace, or real estate builder. Father will also insult someone in the family due to overdue debt or some issue of inheritance. Due to eating hot or spicy food, you will get a major burn in your stomach. Maternal aunts or uncle will have a surgery of some kind or treatment of some kind in this month, maybe even like going to acupuncture. Libra. Spouse will have a dispute with either their sibling or neighbor. Spouse will have to travel related to family or banking issue due to some concern with the father or father's family. You will find sudden interest in listening or reading Hanuman Chalisa. Not Hanuman kind, not talking about big dogs here. We're talking about Hanuman Chalisa or book on strategies, book on wars, book on how to do something. You will lose discipline regarding your health and fitness also this month. And especially you will see like your discipline will go because you will feel this tightness in the hands and shoulder. You will discipline your children suddenly out of nowhere. And then subordinates or students under you will complain to you about being bullied. So they will kind of argue or talk about, this person saying this person messing with me. And your child will also play sports with the grandfather or even some old individual. Okay. And then also, spouse will get emotional while writing some message or email to someone. Either your romantic partner or children will speak ill of some guru in a conversation. Will say something brash, either about a guru or especially about some elderly person. Scorpio ascendant. You will get many emergency calls, sudden calls from people needing help, wanting your assistance, okay, sometimes even calling in the middle of the night or around right before sunset. Issues with communication devices will happen along with missing your doctor's appointment, missing certain appointments. You may even lose your communication device. You will suddenly become part of a secret conversation at work or a family issue. more like a group, like a group text message. So you will become part of that. And then plumbing issues occur when you visit your in-laws. When you visit your in-laws home, if you're married, then some machine kind of breaks down, becomes defective. Maternal aunts and uncles will go to a dentist or for some surgical treatment. Disputes and fights with in-laws will happen due to travel or miscommunication in texts. Also, if you're thinking of constructing, you will be. You should hold off till at least December, November. Younger brother will need dental work, but might also be blamed by someone at work, in which that will create major political fights and issues at work for them. And younger brother or husband will call you because there will either be some issue with the tire, lack of air in the tire, or the car may break down. Sagittarius. Fight with spouse will occur this month due to expenses or spending of money on something secret. Your children will also interfere between you and your spouse, via which you will argue with your spouse. Or if, let's say, you're in a relationship, then somehow your education will become, or your schooling will become, some issue within your relationship. Children will desire to play more physical sports than iPad or iPhones. A sudden spark in romance would take place with someone whom you might know from before. Otherwise, it's going to be somebody from far away place who will actually initiate the contact first with you. Spouse will have muscle ache in hands and shoulders, and they will seek massage therapy for that. You will do more walking than usual now. You will purposely restrict yourself from writing on social media or posting online. Okay. Because, and also you should kind of avoid, because you may not have meant to say the things that you said, and people will take it a completely different way. Okay, and you will then retract back what you wrote. You will wear, your spouse will wear a lot of either black or dark wine color clothes during this time. More sexual physical interaction with the between couples will happen who are married or not married. You will have very aggressive clients during this time who will act very childish and will do a lot of negotiations. In-laws will have to spend money on buying new phones or devices. And in-laws will also have interruption in their long-distance travel. Capricorn. Work becomes heavy. Okay, workload becomes heavy. Enemies now kind of irritate you, attack you. You will arguments with either aunts or uncles on their behalf. You will also ask for loan payments from brother or social circles, which then can also will create animosity between social circles now. Wrongful accusations could be made by them as well on you. You will also drop your communication device while going to work or walking towards work. Mother will talk a lot with her sibling, especially if it's a brother. There will be some concern with the brother. Father gets validation from his profession and professional workspace. Brother and sister-in-law will compete at work and will win. And you will actually get to hear about that too. Your children will waste time with friends and will not be so focused on their studies. Mother will visit a doctor due to skin irritation or some kind of a rash in thighs or hands. If you get a job this month, your mother will fight with you and argue with you about either your food habits or your spending habits. And this also depends, again, on a cultural preference. So if you're like a Eastern cultural society like India, Middle East, where people are like joined together in their 30s and 40s, so this is going to apply. Otherwise, In the modern Western society, it may not, or it can definitely. You know, a lot of people, especially after COVID, pretty much moved in with their parents. You will desire to watch sports and action or adventure movies, and especially the kind that will have some kind of adventurous travel. For example, Lord of the Rings. Father will speak ill of some guru or some mentor. Spouse will have sudden desire to attend social events and professional networks and meet professional network circles in those events. Neighbors will yell at your children due to either loud noises or breaking something. And especially from your birth chart itself, if you have sun in the 6th house, you will go fight with that neighbor. You will never back down for your children with that sun. And then Pisces. Kitchen appliances will break down and will have to be replaced. You will also go and get a massage due to back pain. Mother will get some cut or injury in kitchen when handling any red meat or red vegetable. Car will also have some issues with air filtration, either air filter or AC. And also your Apple CarPlay will also give you trouble in not working or being recognized by the car, especially Apple CarPlay. Android may work, but Apple CarPlay. There will be start to some construction or renovation, or that would be starting, but it'll be delayed. Your boss will yell at you either for not coming on time or using your smartphone device a lot. If you're married, father will have harsh words for your in-laws. So if you're married, father will have harsh words for your in-laws. Husband will start fixing something in the home, which will then need to have an opinion of a professional. Okay, so of course, if you're married or if you're living with somebody, then these things will take place. Okay, and also, especially for Pisces, we also see one will sleep late. Will not be able to just sleep on time. By 1:30 is when you're going to be sleeping. Okay, so this was this video, and like I said, this is from just yesterday, August 26th to October 17th is where this thing is for. Okay, so anyway, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below, and if you want to see the consultations or my courses, you can go into the link in the descriptions. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully with my better camera if my card works. All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.